too much. Be quiet. Who got some grapes? I'm trying to. I'm all board for these. Get it. Not complicated. No conversation. Get it. Not complicated. No conversation. Please say.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This is a team that comes into the game wishing there was more on the line, but the reality is they're just playing out the string at this point. Still, despite their disappointing season, you can be sure they'll be giving it their all here. It's the Jaguars going up against the Cardinals.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now Palmer on first down. Screen play, Johnson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They go play action here on first down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now Palmer to throw on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Play action. Now Palmer. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And that is incomplete.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where we're going to be and what do we need to get. And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. And this is going to be incomplete. Andy Lee, 3-time All-Pro on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. They find some open field here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. And Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
On first down, it's Palmer. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing again. Palmer. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
A long way to go here for the offense on third down after the penalty. 3rd and 15. Palmer to throw again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up 4th. Taken in at the 11. Penalty stings big time there. Wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is to give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Brad Nortman in his 6th year in the league on to punt it away. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. To throw again. Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Palmer. Caught, right side, Gresham. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jermaine Gresham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends.
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Well, if you haven't gotten enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's 2 of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. I said Cyber Monday. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. I love it. A scout told me that with his running style, this guy's always the hammer, never the nail, but also has the ability to break it off big, too.
I was on the field for a game he had last year at LSU, and there were some college boys warming up, and then Leonard Fournette walked in. He is a man.
Full grown.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A Jags first down, Bortles to Robinson. On first down, Bortles. It's complete to Robinson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To throw, it's Bortles. And he finds Barnidge. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And Barnidge has it on the right side. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Bortles to throw on second down. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Shotgun now for Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out now come the Cardinals. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, man. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, here's Palmer. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Bortles now to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Again, it's Fournette. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Fournette. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Bortles now on first down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now the offense lining up first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Partner, I'm sure you've heard the same thing I've heard along the way. At some point, because of his size, Patrick Peterson may have to shift to safety. But it feels to me like that's a long way away, the way he's playing all these routes. How about the way he exploded on that dig route and knocked the ball away?
Well, right now, 6'1", 220, that's looking good about anywhere. Fournette, first down, still going. And the cutback to the sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 34 yards there and a first down.
But there's a reason he was the first running back taken. You saw the ability there, the ability to be physical and get downhill. And how about him breaking off a nice game there?
There's some Adrian Peterson comparisons out there now. That's high praise. Do you think that they're warranted?
Running style, very similar.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. Here's a give to Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after now from Sturgis. And that stretches the lead to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity. in the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw on second down. Moore. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. To throw is Moore on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run with Ivory. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Second down following the run. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. Fournette fighting through. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the run, it's Fournette. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On second down, Ivory. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 7-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands so they can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now Moore off the play fake. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Moore now to throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here.
Watch left, watch left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Moore on 3rd down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 40. Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Back now here on EA Sports. And he'll give it here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. The play clock's running down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So out comes the field goal team once more. This one from 35 yards away. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Moore. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jermaine Gresham with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he loses the football a second time. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And his kick is good. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.